Chapter 8 Journal Proper. Journal Proper is a type of subsidiary book. Journal Proper is kept in order to record those transactions which cannot be recorded in any other subsidiary book. From the last chapter 6 we are doing subsidiary book, where we did this 6th chapter in subsidiary book, that is purchase book, sales book, purchase written book, sales written book. Then in chapter 7 we did cash book. One more petty cash book is there, but it is not there in your syllabus for this year. Then now we are turning to the journal proper, where this is the 9th subsidiary book where we are working with. The meaning of it: the subsidiary book in which the transactions which are not recorded in any other subsidiary book are recorded is known as a journal proper. This is the specimen of the journal proper, very similar to the journal entry specimen. Following transactions are recorded in journal proper. That is opening entries, transaction not included in other subsidiary book, transaction of inter-account transfer, closing entries, adjustment entries and rectification entries. Now these points are explained in details. Here first come with the opening entries. When a person starts his business, he brings a personal asset into the business, which is recorded in journal proper. Here is the example. Virendra bought cash of rupees 15,000, furniture 10,000, stock of goods 8,000, debtors 3,000 and creditors 5,000. Bought and start the business. Now here you can see the entry: furniture debited, stock debited, debtors debited, creditors credited. But if you can see, the cash of 15,000 is not entered. Now here cash of rupees 15,000 bought while starting a business. Cash of 15,000 bought while starting business will not be recorded in journal proper, as it will be recorded in the cash book, that is another subsidiary book. This is the first point for the opening entries. Moving to the next: transaction not included in other subsidiary book. Here directly explanation is started with the example. First point is for the credit purchase or credit sales of an asset and profit or loss on its sale. So here I put only the sales transaction, but even for the purchase it is included, that if the asset is purchased on credit will be recorded in journal proper. So here sold, this is the one example: sold an old machine whose book value is 10,000 to Maulik for rupees 8,000 on credit. Now on credit the machine have been sold, which actual price was 10,000, but it sold for 8,000, so 2,000 comes to the loss. So here the entry: Maulik's account debited 8,000, the sale of machine 10,000, the difference of this two comes to the 2,000, which comes as a loss on sale of machine account. Next, transaction for which subsidiary book are not kept. Now when the proportion of certain types of transaction is very less, a separate subsidiary book is not kept for them. Example: all traders do not keep subsidiary book for recording transactions of bills, that is bills receivable and bills payable. In such situation, the transactions of bills are recorded in journal proper. Even some traders do not keep the written books. Remember, purchase written book and the sales written book. So in such situation, such written transactions are recorded in the journal proper. Next, special transactions are not recorded in other subsidiary book. The special transactions are like goods given in charity, distributed goods as a free sample, took goods for the business for personal use, loss on goods due to fire, accident or thief, etc. This is all connected with goods. Others are depreciation, bad debt, bills dishonored, endorsement of the bills received, etc. are included in special transactions which are not recorded in other subsidiary book. Moving to the third point, that is transaction of inter-account transfer. Rupees 5,000 payable to Akash is accepted by Dharti to pay. Now when it is such transaction are inter-account transfer. Now that time the entry will be put in the journal proper, that is payable to the Akash. So Akash account will be debited to Dharti. Next, at the end of the year, the drawing account closed by transferring it to the capital account, which will be entered like capital account debited to drawing account, which will be entered only in journal proper. Next, closing entries. Now at the end of the accounting year, account of income, account of expense, account of goods, etc. are closed and transferred to trading and the profit and loss account, which we have not yet done, but this is we are going to done in the second part, this account. But at the end of the year, these all accounts have been passed to closed and passed to the trading and profit and loss account, and all the types of closing entries are recorded in journal proper, which will be I'll show you in the last question number of this chapter. Moving to the next point, adjustment entries. Now at the end of the every accounting year, entries are passed for certain adjustment so that the true performance and the true financial position of the business can be known. At the end of the accounting year, there is a closing stock of rupees 20,000, salary of rupees 500 is unpaid, rupees 500 is accrued for interest, and depreciation of rupees 500 on machinery is to be write off. Now these are the four adjustments which have been not recorded, have to be are the adjustment entry, are recorded in the journal proper by showing the first one, the closing stock account to trading account, for unpaid salary, salary account to unpaid salary account, then for accrued for interest, interest accrued account to interest account, then for the depreciation of 500, depreciation account to machinery account. This is how the journal entry will be passed in the journal proper for this adjustment entries. Last one is the sixth one, rectification of error. Now many transactions take place in business during an accounting year and recorded in the books of account. There are chances of error being committed while making such record. For certain types of error, journal entries are to be passed for rectification, and such entries for rectification of error are recorded in journal proper. Rectification means a corrections of error. Now we have a separate one full chapter of this rectification which we'll learn later. So here is the only two example I have explained here. First one is the rupees 500 paid for salary is debited to office expense account. Now this is by mistake the entry have been gone with the office expense account. For the rectification, the entry will be salary account debited to office expense account. Amount is not real. Purchase of machinery of rupees 2000 is recorded as purchase of goods. Now by mistake asset have been recorded in goods, so for that time we can record machinery account debit side to purchase account. This you will learn more while going to the examples of the solution. Start with the practice of example. First question number 4 on your page number 198. Drumil Kumani start business with the following asset and liability, date 1/1/2015. Write in opening journal proper. Cash 18,000, bank balance 12,000, furniture 15,000, stock of goods 20,000, personal debtor 5,000, and 12% loan from Mayabin 10,000. Now here note is also record the cash and bank balance in the cash book. So as the note is already specified, so here we'll record from furniture, stock, debtors, and the loan. Here is how you have to start with the specimen. Don't forget to highlight your question number and the page number. Journal proper of Sri Drumil. Now here the date is given 2015 on 1st Jan. So here I am writing January 1st. First we'll start with the furniture account, which will be debited as comes into the business 15,000. Next is stock of goods account debited with 20,000. Personal debtors, so here debtors comes in debtors with the 5,000, and the loan is a one kind of creditor, so we'll keep it is a liability to keep it on your credit side with the Maya being loan account with the amount 10,000. Now let's make a total. Here we can see the total of debit is 35,000, whereas on the credit side 10,000. So the remaining comes with the 40,000 minus 10,000. So remaining 30,000 will go as a capital account. Moving to the next question number 5. Shri Gujarat Store does not maintain a separate subsidiary book for transaction of bill receivable, bills payable, purchase written, sales written. So record the following transaction in the journal proper. First one is draw a bill of rupees 8,000 on Ramnik which he accepted and written. But before we go with this, first we'll check with the specimen. Here is the question number with the page number, journal proper of Gujarat Store, and here the here we'll start with the date is not given, so directly we will start with we didn't did any of the transaction related to the bills, but here we'll start with that draw a bill on Ramnik which he accepted and written, means here comes the bills receivable which will be debited, receivable account debited, and the person name who accepted, that is Ramnik, account with the amount 8,000. Moving to the next, accepted a bill of rupees 3,000 draw by Vijay and written to him, this time bills payable because returning to him. So here Vijay will come on the debit side, Vijay's account debited to bills payable account with the amount 3,000. Third one, bills receivable of Ramnik endorsed to Ramesh. Now the bills which have been received by the Ramnik is going to endorse to Ramesh. For such kind of transaction, entry will be passed. Ramesh account will be debited to bills receivable account. And continue with the same amount, 8,000. Next, goods of rupees 3,000 written by Paresh to us. Now Paresh is returning to us, so we have sale to the person. So this will be the sales written. Sales written account debited to the name of a person, Paresh account, amount 3,000. Next, question number 5. Transaction number 5. Goods of rupees 1,500 returned to Mahendra. Now this time we are returning. So this will be purchase written. So putting purchase written on credit side, and the name of a person, that is Mahendra, comes on the debit side with the amount of 1,500. Next, question number 6 on your page number 199. Record the following transaction in the journal proper of Rakesh. So, here is the question number with the page number, journal proper of Shri Rakesh. Here the specimen is ready. So, let's start with the first one. Gave goods of rupees 5,000 to Anath Ashram. So, this is what the comes as a charity. So, we'll write charity account. This is very similar to the journal entry transactions what we have done before. As goods is going out, we'll write purchase account and put 5,000 on the credit side. Next, distributed goods of rupees 4,000 as free sample. Now this is for the advertisement purpose. So we'll write advertisement expense account debited to goods is going out, so we'll write purchase account, amount 4,000. Third one, withdraw goods of rupees 8,000 from the business for personal use. Now this for the personal use comes as a drawing. The drawing account will be debited as goods is going out. We'll write purchase account, amount 8,000. Next, purchase furniture of rupees 3,000 by giving goods of rupees 2,800. The goods is going out 2,800, and on that difference, on that we are bringing a set. the furniture comes in will be debited, furniture account debited. 2, by exchanging a goods, so we'll write sales account and we'll write the amount of goods which we have exchanged. Don't write the amount of furniture 3000, but what we have exchanged, that is 2800 ka goods we have exchanged, so write that amount. 5th one, goods of rupees 7000 were destroyed by fire, for which the insurance company accepted a claim of 5500. So remaining amount, that is 1500, count as in loss. So 5th one will write insurance company account debited. The year insurance company is giving us 5500. We are receiving claim of this. And the goods destroyed by fire, for this we'll write purchase account 7000. Get them minus, you will get the difference of rupees 1500, which will be count as loss due to fire account. Debited. Moving to the next. An amount of rupees 2000 is receivable from Nirali which cannot be received now. So this declared as a bad debt. So 6th one we'll write as a bad debt account debited to the person name who have not paid, that is Nirali, amount 2000. Next one is 7th one, write off depreciation on machinery 800. Now for this, depreciation account will be debited. We also have a separate chapter for depreciation where you will learn much more about it. Machinery account, that is 800. Next, salary for the month of March is unpaid 7800. So salary is an expense. Keep salary at the debit side. As it has been not paid as a liability, we'll write down as an unpaid salary account with the amount 7800. At the end, make a total of both the column, you will get 37,400. Next, question number 7. Record the following transaction in journal proper of Shri Ekta, page number same 199. So here the specimen is ready with the question number. Let's start with the first one. Here is the date is March 1st. Bought furniture 7,000, goods 15,000, machine 20,000 to start the business. So it's a very normal one. We'll write furniture as an asset comes into the business, debited with the amount 7,000. Stock of goods account debited with the amount 15,000. Machinery account debited with the amount 20,000, and total of this will count it as a capital account 42,000. Moving to the next transaction, scientific calculator of rupees 2,000 and cellular phone of 25,000 purchased from Kamlesh Traders. Now here both are counted. One is the stationery expense, that is calculator expense account debited, that is 2,000, and cellular phone as in machinery will count. Write down cellular phone account debited with 25,000 from Kamlesh Traders. As we can see, cash have been not paid, so this will be credit transaction. So write down the name of a person, Kamlesh Traders account, total 27,000. Third one, fan of rupees 2,500 purchased for household use by giving goods of rupees 3,000. Now this time we are giving 3,000. Fan is counted as a machine, but this is a drawing expense. So remember, you have to write down drawing account debited to purchase, as we are exchanging for drawing purpose. Goods we gave for rupees 3000, so we'll write amount of 3000, the amount of goods. Moving to the fourth, draw a bill of 8000 on Namrata which he accepted and returned, that is bills receivable. We'll write at the debit side, bills receivable account debited to the name, that is Namrata, amount 8000. Bill of Namrata endorsed to Yesha against her debt 8050. Now here something discount is declared, that the Namrata's bills receivable is 8000, whereas the Yesha has to pay 8050, but here he is endorsing the amount of 8000. So the entry will be, the person name who is accepting will comes at the debit side with the amount which have to be paid, but the person is paying, accepting the bills receivable of rupees 8000, so 50 count as a discount. Next, a bill of 6000 drawn by Bharat, accepted by us and written to him. Now this time it's a bills payable. The name of Bharat will comes at the debit side, and bills payable which have been accepted by us, so we'll write bills payable at the credit side. The amount is 6000. Goods of rupees 8000 were stolen away from the godown, for which the insurance company accept a claim of 75% of the amount. Remove 75% of 8000, you will get 6000. So here the insurance company is going to give us 6000, whereas the goods stolen is 8000. So 6000 minus 8000, the difference comes 2000, which count as a loss by thief account, which will be debited. Eighth one, an amount of 8000 is received from Nirav and 8200 is payable to Nalin. Now the account of Nalin was settled by Nirav, accepted to pay of rupees 8000, so 200 count as a discount, as an allowance. So here comes the Nalin account debited. Here the Nalin who settled the amount with Nirav for the amount 8200, line 8200 is payable to Nalin. So the Nalin become the receiver for the amount 8200, but here the giver name is Nirav, who is going to give 8000. So the remaining 200 count as an allowance, that is discount allowance account. Moving to the next, cash received from Rajendra for bad debt recovered 2000. Now here we are receiving cash, which will be the transaction directly moved to the cash book. Moving to the next transaction number 10, rupees 3000 is payable to Manoj for interest. Now it is payable to Manoj. Here the entry will be interest as an expense. Interest account will be debited to Manoj, a payable amount of 300. Brings the total for this. You will get 1,10,550 for both the side. So here we finish 7th one. Moving to the 8th question. Past journal entry for the following transaction in journal proper, page number 199. So journal proper of Shri, because the name is not highlighted. So here the specimen is ready. Let's start with the first transaction. 700 received from Renuka is recorded in Bhumika's account. So here inter-account transaction, by mistake an amount received from Renuka is recorded in Bhumika's account. So first we'll write down the name, the correct name who should be recorded, that is Bhumika account, and by mistake the account which have been debited will be credited over here with the name Renuka's account. Amount 700 will be written for both the side. Next, 1,000 received from Updesh for bad debt write-off in past, which is credited to Updesh account. Now this time we'll debit. For the correction, we'll write Updesh at the debit side, and correction for what the amount has been received, that is bad debt written account, amount is 1,000. Next, rupees 800 paid to Sharma is debited to Verma. Simple, just take Verma's at the credit side, to Verma account, and keep the Sharma at the debit side. Debited with the amount 800. Next, 1,200 paid for insurance premium is debited to drawing account. So let's drawing put on the credit side, and make it for the correction, put insurance premium account at the debit side with the amount 1,200. Moving to the next, old furniture of rupees 6,000 of business sold for rupees 5,800. Now old furniture whose amount was 6,000 and sold for 5,800, here we count as a loss. So loss on sale of furniture, the amount 6,000 minus 5,800 will get the difference of 200, which will be credited to furniture account with the amount 200. Now here comes the closing entries. Question number 9, page number 200. Here I am ready with the specimen with the page number. As we don't have any name, so we can write down journal and proper of Shri. So here you can see there are some numbers of list have been given for the closing. So before you start giving the entries in your solution, first I'll show you what you have to do. Here I wrote in with pencil that wherever you find the expenses and incomes transaction which will be passed at the end of the year in profit and loss account, and the goods related transaction which will be passed to the trading account at the end of the accounting here. Now in this question they told to put a closing entry for such 9 points. First we'll start with the interest expense account. Now expense as per the nominal rules we put at the debit side, but this time when we give the entry we'll put it into the credit side for closing purpose. So here first entry, नॉर्मली हम उसका एक्सपेंसेस का एंट्री हम डेबिट साइड लिखते हैं, पर क्लोजिंग के टाइम पे यू हैव टू राइट डाउन एट द क्रेडिट साइड, दैट इज इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंस account. I'm putting at the credit side and writing the amount 1,000, and it is related to the expense. Here I already shown कि expense के income के related हो तो वो profit and loss account में जाता है at the end of the year. So for closing purpose we have to put into the profit and loss account debit. Next entry, sales return account. Now this is related to the goods. सेल्स रिटर्न की नॉर्मल पोजीशन हम रखते हैं जब हम जर्नल एंट्री करते हैं, तो उस टाइम पे हम सेल्स रिटर्न अकाउंट डेबिट साइड लिखते हैं, राइट. बट दिस टाइम विल राइट डाउन एट द क्रेडिट साइड. हियर आई एम राइटिंग सेल्स रिटर्न अकाउंट. जस्ट आपको अपोजिट साइड रखना है, दैट्स इट. एंड राइटिंग द अमाउंट 3,000. अब ये गुड्स के रिलेटेड है तो क्लोजिंग के टाइम पे विल पुट एज अ ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट at the debit side. As we are closing, we are passing this amount to the trading account. For such transaction we have to put journal entry like this. Moving to the next, third one, purchase return account. Again purchase return account, it is goods related. So purchase return normally हम credit side रखते हैं, पर हम when we are closing we'll write purchase return account on the debit side, and opposite side will keep trading account. As at the end of the year the closing, the amount will be passed to the trading account, so write down the amount 2,000. Next, fourth one, interest received account. Now interest received, that is one of the income. Nominal rules के हिसाब से हम interest received यहाँ पे यानी कि credit side लिखते, पर here we are passing this amount while closing at the end of the year. We'll write down at the debit side, opposite side लिखेंगे debit side 2. This is the income, So this time we'll write profit and loss account. The amount of this is 800. It is actually very simple and easy. Again advertisement expense. Expense nominal rules के हिसाब से हम डेबिट साइड लिखते, पर हमको लिखना है क्रेडिट साइड. Advertisement expense account, and this is the expense related to the expense and income, will pass to the profit and loss account. तो opposite side लिखेंगे profit and loss account with the amount 1500. Next one is salary. Again comes in expense. So nominal rules के हिसाब से तो हम यहाँ पे रखते हैं, पर closing के टाइम पे opposite side लिखना है. And this is the expense, so we'll write profit and loss account debited with the amount 4000. Next one, dividend received. So here comes income. Income यहाँ पे होता, लेकिन हम लिखेंगे अपोजिट साइड, dividend received account at the debit side and profit and loss account at the credit side with the amount 700. Next one, whenever you find such kind of question, please write it down if you have any confusion कि क्या करना है. अब नेक्स्ट है परचेज अकाउंट, गुड्स रिलेटेड है. परचेज को नॉर्मली हम डेबिट में रखते हैं, पर यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे क्रेडिट साइड परचेज अकाउंट, एंड अपोजिट साइड विल राइट ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट एज गुड्स के रिलेटेड. एंड ऑफ द ईयर ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में पास ऑन होता है सारी एंट्रीज. सो हियर विल राइट अमाउंट 5000. Last one is the sales account, which normally put at the credit side, but this time we'll put at the debit side. Sales account at the debit to trading account with the amount 10,000. At the end you will get the total of 28,000. And here we finish this chapter.